Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jonathan Davis here with Davis AutoSports. We are bringing to you guys a gorgeous 2002 Subaru Forester L. This is a two-owner Carfax certified guarantee vehicle, flawless history. The second owner who we got the vehicle from has owned it since 2007. It was locally traded in here in Richmond, Virginia. Absolutely beautiful car, extremely well serviced. We'll go over some of those services that were done here in a moment. But this car has 107,000 miles, so for the year, very, very low mileage. Elderly couple that traded it in. I drove the car back to our dealership from where we got it, about 30 minutes away. It drives absolutely perfect. I've taken it on some runs and errands around town. The car drives flawlessly. Engine, transmission, AC, all the power components work exactly as they should. Timing belt, water pump, all that has recently been done within the last few thousand miles. We'll get into those services, like I said, here in a little bit. But we'll do a quick little cosmetic report on the car first. And one thing I want to point out, this car has zero paint work. Every single panel on this Subaru is 100% original with the factory VIN plate, and that is not something that you see too often on an 02 model. Can't tell you that the first owner did it. I'm sure they did, but the second owner who we got it from did keep it garaged. They said they did seek out the lowest mileage, nicest one that they could find when they bought this. They bought it in 07 with just, I believe, 50,000 miles. So they've only put roughly a little bit over 50 since 07. Cosmetically, the only thing to nitpick this car, to nitpick the car for, is really a small ding on this back passenger door. Typically, we have our PDR guys remove that. They've been tied up on some other projects, so you got a little PDR right there that we will happily remove at cost if requested. But the paint, the body, I mean, everything, if you just take a look at this paint up close, I mean, it is in great condition. I'm scanning that whole panel. And with that said, it is an 02, so you're gonna maybe find a couple little right there, a little chip, but other than the ding and little chips like that, there's no damage. I mean, it's super clean. When we actually got the car and started cleaning it, we found residues of wax that showed obviously the previous owner waxed it. Forester L all-wheel drive. Up front, very clean. Headlights, fog lights, no oxidation, no condensation. And check out that hood. The wheels look like they have been recently refinished with silver paint. We did not do that. I don't know if the previous owner did that or not. It's not the greatest job in the world, but so you can actually see some wax residue right there, and which is a good sign. Now this obviously isn't one of our more expensive cars that we sell here, so a car like this, to keep the cost down, we're not going to do our full 5, 6, 7 day reconditioning on it, which would easily run about what this car is worth. So car came in already amazingly clean. We did a quick wash, spray wax. Like we could clearly tell, it was extremely well cared for. So for us to put 2 of my guys on it for 5 days would just add a ton of cost to this car, which does not make sense. It's already nicer than probably any other O2 Forester out there. Inside is extremely clean. I do want to make perfectly clear that this front seat, I actually had my water bottle. Let me take these keys out. I had my water bottle on the front seat and it was open. So all that on the seat is all water right there. And I actually then threw it on the other side, and condensation sort of got out on the other side. So that water bottle was beating me up. Every single panel on this entire car has a factory issued VIN plate on here, okay? Bottom of the doors, perfect. Rocker panels, perfect. I'll show you the dog legs here in a moment. Interior is super, super clean. I mean, there's all sorts of dates of services throughout the whole car, underneath the engine bay. Clean, clean, clean. Once again, factory issued VIN plate. This is a common area for these cars to get nice and funky all throughout here, and it is absolutely perfect. I mean, look at the plastic, how clean it is. Not your family vehicle at all. I mean, these back seats to me literally look perfect. No stains, no issues, no candy, no food, no dog hair, no sand, no French fries, no Skittles. Clean, clean, clean. You guys know we don't typically sell cars of this year, of this value, but it was locally traded in, and we do highly appreciate cars that have been extremely well cared for. So you'll find something like this on our site next to a $150,000 GTR, but once again, factory issued VIN plate. Bottom of the doors throughout, perfect. Rockers are perfect. We have all the floor mats, rear cargo mat. Extremely clean. So that's where I threw my water bottle, and that's condensation from the bottle sitting right there. These are great cars if you're not familiar with them. I mean, they just go and go and go. You got to service them just like any other car, but one of the most loyal fan base cars because of how well they are and longevity. And this thing's been fully serviced, low mileage. It's going to make a great car for someone looking for a cheaper car. Rear gate shocks work exactly as they should. Check out how clean this whole area is. Usually it's nice and funky throughout here as well. I mean, this thing's just overall super clean. So you got your rubber mats, your floor mats, your rear cargo mat, you have your netting, you have your cargo cover, which works perfect, no issues there. Carpet underneath here is good, your spares in there. Even got spare belts and other equipment in there. It's brand new, sort of an old school thing to drive around with an extra belt. You don't find that with younger drivers. Throw these keys in here. This engine bay I promise you, we have not touched, we didn't detail, we didn't pressure wash, we didn't degrease. So clearly a newer radiator. Tommy belt, water pump, tensioner, pulleys, valve cover, gaskets, and plugs done at 90,380 miles. Drive belts all look brand new. NGK spark plug cables look new, which obviously coincides with what was done there. Air filter installed not too long ago, a couple months ago. Look at that. But just look how clean this engine bay is. And you can actually see a little bit of loose dirt. We didn't clean this. You can see there's debris. If we pressure washed that, all that would have been off. Just so clean. Battery's dated as well. Newer battery. We got a BG transmission flush at roughly 97,000 miles. I mean, just incredible. Great little car. All right, let's take this thing for a drive. There's never been a check engine light on ever since we've had it. We scan the history as well, and our snap-on scanner that we use, high dollar system, that can read back into the PCM to see if there has recently, or it really tells a long history of any check engine lights on or anything like that, to see if they were recently cleared or taken care of, and no history of lights. And this thing is a absolutely dream to drive. Steering's nice and tight, braking's good, acceleration's good, steering super smooth. All the power components, windows, locks, mirrors, everything have been tested. AC's blowing nice and cold right now. Overhead console works as it should. There is a little rattle that you hear from the heat shield on the exhaust. We're going to weld that back into place. That is literally the only thing wrong with this car. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. This is a very bad road. A lot of semi trucks on this road. There's a lot of crowns on the road. Just smooth as can be, one finger on the wheel. Legs are off of the steering wheel. No camera tricks here. Going around a bend, one finger on the wheel. Wheel's not vibrating. We are doing close to 70. Would like to go faster, but speed limits won't allow us to on this road. If a car cruises at 70, it's going to cruise at 80. Still turning. We're going around a turn here. I mean, this car is just a breeze to drive. And I'm telling you, this road is a logging road. Nothing but 80,000 pounds. There we go, right there. Logging truck passing. So if it drives good on this road, it's going to drive good on any road. Track's completely straight as well. oil change was just done. We have a sticker on the windshield showing it to be done at 110,000 miles. So it's obviously at 107,000 miles just recently done. Hard on the brakes, smooth as can be, no vibration, no noises. Nice car, guys, nice car. You want a commuter, you want something good on fuel, you want a daily knock around car, even all-wheel drive for you guys up north. Steering, power steering, good to go. You got a young child coming of age to drive. These are very safe cars. Smooth acceleration. I'm actually going to turn the AC down. It's very cold. Wheel is turned because we're actually going around the turn. We'll slow down to about 35 and do a hard acceleration just to show you that the engine and transmission function as they should. Good downshift. We'll come off the gas just a hair, good upshift. Off the gas a hair, another good upshift, and there we go. Alright guys, I'm going to conclude this video. 02 Forester L all-wheel drive, 2-owner, previous owner has owned it since 2007. Car has 107,000 miles, fully serviced. This is a turnkey car. Drivability is perfect. You can fly in and drive this car back to Florida, Texas, wherever you want to. AC's ice cold. All the power components inside, doors, locks, mirrors work exactly as they should. All the lights work, interior, exterior. It's ready to go. If you guys have any questions, 855-955-3377. Thank you.